It's time for AMA. Is that Ask Michael Anything, or Ask Me Anything, or Ask Us Anything? Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Michael Lozier. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books, and I'm here with Dana Smithers, who's the author of that book behind her. And we are here today so you can ask us anything. Is it a subject about law of attraction, about NLP? Is it a subject about gratitude, a subject about your life's purpose, a subject about the emotion code? We think we can answer it. So go ahead. In the comments below, ask us anything. We are going to answer your questions live here today. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC. We're here live every Friday at 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. You can watch all the previous episodes. I don't even know what episode number. I'm going to check right now. It is episode...
We're at 220 today, Michael.
220. So you can go watch 219 episodes in the past and not just ask me anything. You can get filled up with anything because we've talked a lot of subjects over the last 3 years. And like always, for the last 7 years, I do my annual it's not 2018 annual, my annual New Year's Day. Now this year is special. January 1st, 2018, same time, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We are doing a special show on abundance. Matter of fact, you can practice your abundance with us on January 1st. I'm giving away $1,295 worth of prizes, plus a couple little more surprises. And me and the panel and I are going to give you some tools and tips that you can practice daily so you can tap into becoming more abundant. That's what we do here. We are tips and tools and strategies here on the Hangout with Michael show. So let's do a shout out and welcome our panel member today, co-hosting Dana Smithers. Good morning, Dana.
Good morning, Michael. Thank you. So delightful to be here. I kind of missed last week's show on reducing holiday conflict using NLP communication style. So you must have had a lot of conversation about that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, just people, trying to understand why people get flared up and why there's a misunderstanding. As you know, the 4 learning styles can, if you're not matching somebody's style, which is probably a 75% chance, there is room for flare-ups.
Yeah, and then all the emotional triggers that happen, the dramas with families and all of that. So that's a good one, 219.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
and, go ahead, carry on.
Yeah, I'm Dana Smithers. I live in beautiful Vancouver, which may or may not get some snow today. I'm not sure. It feels like it. I work with women solopreneurs who are a little stuck in their business or starting up. And I help them create a marketing plan and business plan. And I use, as I'm a certified, trained by Michael, law of attraction trainer, facilitator, I use the tools and techniques that we've learned in the processes from law of attraction. I'm also a sacred gifts guide. So if somebody's not sure what their sacred gifts are or what direction they want to take, I take them through a program with that. And when I'm coaching women, I absolutely must do emotion code sessions with them because they can know everything that they need to do, but something stops them from taking the action or believing in themselves. So as a certified emotion code practitioner, I bring that to the table as well. And I love what I do. I love working with the women that I work with. I feel very, very blessed and very grateful. And grateful to you, Michael. I mean, you're kind of the guy that started this all with me, right? You were the catalyst, and off I went, and you weren't doing a live class, I believe, and I approached you and said, what's it going to take?
Yeah, I remember that. I was speaking at a church in Vancouver, and you came up to me, I think before it even started. Said, you're going to remember me.
And I have a picture of that still.
Oh, do you?
And also, aren't you, so you haven't done live shows since then, but you're doing the training in Las Vegas.
I am. I have my first live certified law of attraction facilitator program, 2 days. It is, I'm checking the dates, May 16 and 17. We have a big announcement coming up in the new year. I used to do it live in Singapore and Malaysia and New York and Los Angeles and Phoenix and Vancouver and Victoria. I stopped doing it live for about 4 years, and I'm bringing it back. It's a new updated program. It's 2 days, and it comes with lots of extra training and bonuses online when you're done. And of course, it has my support to make sure that people are going to get the work done and become successful. So mark your calendar. It's midweek, May 16 and 17, live in Las Vegas. 2 days packed with me and a group of people that are striving and moving towards teaching law of attraction. That means delivering free introductory presentations, both live and in person, or in person and online, and as well as teaching the 3-step formula in either full-day seminars or half-day seminars or 4 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever the format. I'm going to teach you how to do that.
Yeah, and just, a shout out to you for that, because I've done so many presentations. I've done a 15-minute signature presentation. I've done a 30-minute. I've done a 90-minute. I've done a half day. I've done a whole day kind of thing. And I've got online training as well. So it's all due to me stepping up and taking that course with you. And your support has just been phenomenal, Michael. That's just who you are.
Yes.
You're totally dedicated to seeing your students progress and attract the abundance that they want to attract in their life and their ideal clients, right? Because each of us has a different segment.
Well, our friend Rhonda Knight Boyle, who's watching, just completed the certification training program. So and part of the training is you have to deliver some free presentations. She is book solid delivering those. So is Victoria Gallagher. She's probably going to join us here this morning too. But Dana, so it is Ask Me Anything. Dana and I are going to share the questions that you have today. In the meantime, I'm going to go out in the room and welcome Natasha, Paula, Samuel. Good morning. She's saying, hello, Michael and Dana. Looking forward to the show as usual. Nice to see you back on the panel, Dana. Well, that's nice. Delilah Cordova, she's been helping me. She has posted the free course that I have. It's called Are You New to Law of Attraction? Mm-hmm. It's a 30-minute program that I recently filmed on video with the workbook, and I promise you it will teach you why you're attracting negative things and how to reset your vibe and how to start attracting what you do want, and it's for free. So she's put the link out there. Rhonda Knight Boyle saying, my favorite thing is the amazing reminders of how to get the law of attraction to work for me. Good stuff. What do you see out there, Dana?
Brooke Barlow says that she's close to Las Vegas, so perhaps she might be someone that would be interested in the program, Michael.
Oh, great. We'd love to have you there, Brooke.
And Rhonda Knight's got some comments here. I guess she's also inviting Victoria Marie Gallagher in. I think she's a follower, isn't she, Michael?
Yeah, Victoria, she's also just finished the certification training program. They probably know each other from that.
Yeah, and Rhonda's just saying, again, just confirming that you're dedicated to seeing your students progress, and I love that, and that is so true, right? You've always been super supportive of me and other people. I can just go into the community and see other posts that people have done and where you've helped them, and yeah, it's great.
I actually pester the people that take the certification and I don't hear from them. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But hey, tell me what's going on. Tell me how I can help you. My friend Rajesh from Mumbai, India, hashtag another uplifting episode, and he's saying, hi, Michael, sir, and Dana, ma'am, from Mumbai, India. So he had he got a nice emotion code session a couple of weeks ago from John and I. So Delilah's joined us as well. There's your friend Helena from Vancouver Island. She's saying, good morning, Michael and Dana.
Hey, Helena, emotion code diva.
Yeah. Jean Peterson, hello, Michael and Dana. Life has been very challenging, and watching you helps me remain calm and not to worry so much. Well, that's very nice. Help you reset your vibes.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Michael. So just reset that vibe and figure out what you do want and what emotion you want to have, right?
Yes. So we are doing a Q&A today. We're looking for your questions, so ask us live. We're both watching the live chat today. And we want to help you out. What's your question today? Is it about law of attraction? Is it about NLP? Is it about your life's purpose? Who has the first question for us today?
Well, it's not about what we talked about. It's about the monkeys, Michael. She wants to know where the monkeys were. I was in just south of Cancun, Riviera Maya. So lots of the all-inclusive there. What's nice is they've kept the jungle part, so a lot of the animals that are from there are there, but you do have to watch those monkeys. You don't leave your clothes outside.
Yeah, so that's good morning to Daya Lewis. And Victoria Marie Gallagher has joined us. So Victoria, give us a shout out. Victoria has also completed my certification training program. She is available to go to your workplace or to your group to do the free introductory signature presentation. So Victoria, let us know what city you're calling from and watching from, and maybe we can help you get you some more introductory presentations. Oh, our friend Jeannie Brazel's joined us. Antonio Fournier, he's a certified law of attraction facilitator. He's joined us. Well, good stuff.
And Sig Brown has just joined us. She says, update, I've sold something every day this week, except yesterday. Even sold something on my day off. Things are really looking up. The future is bright, so bright, I got to wear shades. So had you been working with her, Michael, on abundance?
She did a session with us
okay.
on selling her artwork, I believe. It was her artwork
fabulous.
that she's selling. Yeah, so good for Sig. She's below us in Washington. Washington, Portland area. I think it's Washington, yeah. On the west coast of Canada.
Yeah.
West coast of the U.S.
Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, so if you're watching, maybe you're watching for the first time, and we know there's a lot of you aren't. There's 2 free programs on my website, HangoutWithMichael.com. One is called I'm New to Law of Attraction. Where do I get started? It's a 30-minute video that I filmed new. It's just new. Comes with the workbook, and I'm using all the accelerated learning techniques, so I get you to write it and read it and say it and think about it. And then when you're done that one, there's another program that says, well, I've been studying law of attraction, but it's not quite working. So that's another 3 30-minute programs. So I promise you, if you watch both of those videos, you will have a very good understanding about law of attraction. How does it work? Why you're attracting both negative and positive things, what you need to do to reset your results by resetting your vibe, by changing the words, and most importantly, what you need to do to get really clear about what it is that you desire. Because law of attraction is like Google. Whatever you type in, you'll get. So what do you need to be doing to get really clear? And I cover that in the second video. So
we have a couple of questions, Michael.
Okay, great.
Renee Harrison says hi to us. Excited to be here live. She just signed up for the body code a few days ago after being on the fence for the past couple of years. Thanks to 3 sessions with John, I'm on fire and rebranding. Question for Michael. I think you've answered this, but obviously you need to answer it again. Michael, when are you doing next Train the Trainer program?
Well, I have an emotion code, Train the Trainer. It's not teaching people the emotion code. It's actually teaching certified emotion code facilitators how to deliver an in-person or online, how to deliver a sales presentation. And that means you explain the processes of the emotion code. You don't teach it, but you explain the processes like John and I do on Saturday. You do demos in front of the room, and then you learn how to upsell. The purpose there is to deliver the sales presentation that'll fill your calendar. So that's an online program. I think it's like 16 videos with the workbook. You do it at your own pace. If you go to hangoutwithmichael.com/emotion code, scroll to the bottom, you'll find it there. So that's available to purchase now. And once you're in it, you can watch it over and over and over again. I give you all the scripts, how to open up the first, Dan, I remember with Law of Attraction, the first 4 minutes of the opening, that gets everybody engaged, it gets everybody interested, it helps you explain what you're about to do. I give all the scripts for that. I give all the scripts about how to talk about the keys. I give you there's an NLP training about what language you need to do to engage the whole audience, what language you need to do to upsell people to one-on-one sessions that fill your calendar. And Delilah's likely watching right now, so I'm going to get Delilah to post the link to my Train the Trainer sales presentation for emotion code facilitators.
Great. So Renee's got that. Also, Antonio Fournier said Antonio. Is that a male or female?
Male. Yeah.
Male,
Tony
okay.
is a nickname, but it's Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says, I've been using ALT in my kids' karate classes, so accelerated learning technique. So you must have discussed that last week then, Michael, did you?
Yes. Well, he's also a certified facilitator, so he would have learned about the accelerated learning techniques, right? And I think you and I talked about it before we went live today. You used it for your vision workshop, like the techniques, the opening techniques. And, when I was teaching from my book, Your Life's Purpose, I used the same techniques, all the opening questions, the first 4 minutes. I just wrapped it around the new book.
Yeah, and even with, I do that one. I do it with anything. I just did a talk a month or so ago on gratitude and how important that is. So I just start out, with the questions, this hand, and get the engagement right away. So that's what people will learn from your training, Michael, is you'll get the template and you'll use it for any presentation. And even, in the beginning, I think some people are a bit hesitant to do a handout when they're with business people. I'm with business people all the time, business entrepreneurs. I always give a handout. And I just say to people, if you like to take notes, I know that some of you do, right? So I'm acknowledging the different styles right there. And it's a nice guide for me and it's a guide for them. And then, of course, it's got all my contact information on it as well. So it's the perfect
there's
thing.
Lots of reasons. And I encourage, even with the Emotion Code Train the Trainer sales presentation, a handout. And the handout isn't a brochure about your stuff. Nobody wants that. It's something to write on.
Yeah,
now, Victoria Marie Gallagher, who's recently finished the certification, she said she did 3 with quotes around it. Introductory presentations this week, 16th, 17th, and 19th. And have one coming up on January 27th and lots in January. Well, Victoria Marie Gallagher, you don't know it yet, but we are mailing you your certification, your certified law of attraction certification. Diane and I finished that up for you yesterday. So if you didn't get it today, you'll get it. You'll get it today if you haven't got it already. So thank you to you.
And Natasha Paula Samuel has a question for me about what inspired me to write this book.
Oh, yes.
So actually, what inspired me is that, one of my sacred gifts is writing, so it's not that much of a challenge for me to write. I love doing blog posts and training and all of that. But I was doing a big talk for a women's group of 150 women, and I wanted something for my back end, right? So when you get a chance, I was doing a law of attraction talk. So it was 45 minutes, and I just use the script that Michael gives. And I do throw in a little bit of my own stuff, always to, I look at who am I talking to, right? So you can use the basic script, that's the template, but then, you want to engage the people and connect, build that rapport with them. So I thought, I've been looking at some journals, and so I wrote this, but like Michael, we both have the sacred gift of teaching. So like Michael, I took a lot of his suggestions, and what I did is I did a law of attraction tip. So you notice we got a lot of white space. That's Michael's thing. And then I just put in 4 pages of journaling, and it's a 52-week journal. So you can start at any time, you can stop any time, pick it up, all of that. I didn't want to do one where you had to do it every week or the date was on it. So it's very fluid and organic. And any sales that I make in December online are actually going to a charity that I support called Her International. And we work with educating marginalized girls in Nepal. So if that interests you, you can find that on Amazon.ca or Amazon.com.
Okay, well, great.
Thank you, Natasha.
Good answer. We have a couple of, Renee Harrison, who you read for, she's from Princeton, BC, so she's a neighbor of ours. And June Savage is from Nanaimo. She's on the island that I'm living on. So welcome, everybody. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, so Linda Gannon, she's in Australia. So welcome to you, Linda. Always nice. I wonder what time it is there.
I bet you it's in the evening.
Yeah, anyway, nice to have her. Hannah Appel, she's in Israel, is she not, Michael? I
That's
think
right,
so.
in Israel.
Oh, she's having a little bit of technical problems, but remember too that this is recorded, Michael, and you put it up on your website, right?
That's right. It stays on my Facebook page, and then we add it to HangoutWithMichael.com. On the top of it says live shows, and we add it there. Plus, it goes on YouTube. So it's got a nice long shelf life when we do this show.
Yeah, we got a lot of hashtag people today, Michael.
Oh, yes. Hey, Amy Larson Straits joined us, so good morning. Hey, we are doing a Q&A. We need some more Qs, please.
Yeah, come on, people. Morning, Barb Ashcroft. Nice to see you watching us.
Hey, Barb. Good morning from Vancouver Island as well.
And John's not on the show, but he's pretty active on the site, Michael.
Well, see, you're getting more than I am. I don't see any of that.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. So Suzanne Darnell says, love this show. Thanks for having me on. And Yep, Sylvia's just saying another hi. And Rajesh, you did emotion code session with him, Michael?
Say that again?
Rajesh Jajwal, you did an emotion code session with him?
Yes, he's giving us an update.
Yeah, he says he feels great. Yeah, he feels just great. Let's just see.
Okay, I'm scanning here myself, looking at who's saying what this morning.
Here's a question, Michael.
Okay, good.
From Antonio Fournier.
Yes.
The question is, can someone tap into emotion code healing for someone else and receive some benefits?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no too, yeah.
You know, what happens, Antonio, is that when I'm working with other people, I become their proxy. It's like I'm going to do it on their behalf. You can imagine this is a pretend little thread. So tomorrow, actually, on the Bro Show at 9 o'clock on this channel, John and I are working with people that have chronic pain, neck pain, back pain, hip pain, which is caused by, the pain is caused by these trapped emotions. So John and I are going to choose 2 people, and we're going to be their proxy. That means with their permission, on their behalf, we don't have the problem, the client does. So we're going to remove these trapped emotions. And we use a magnet to dilute it, A, so we don't absorb it, and B, so we can get rid of it on their behalf. So
right.
It's different though, Antonio. If I was doing law of attraction with you and I was helping you become more positive about something, or then I would get the borrowed benefit from that, because law of attraction is responding to my positivity when I'm, if a client says, hey, would you help me attract more money? And we spend an hour talking about that. Well, law of attraction doesn't know I'm helping you. It's responding to the vibration that I'm giving it attention. So you probably experience that, Antonio, when you're helping your clients with law of attraction, that you get the borrowed benefit because you were sending those vibrations. But with the emotion code, you're become somebody's proxy and doing it on their behalf. So good question, and I hope that was the correct answer.
Yeah, I agree with that, Michael. We've got another question here from Jim Hayward. But in the meantime, we've got June Savage is saying hello, and we've got Wiki from Singapore.
Wiki's here.
Yeah, she says it's 1:15.
I know Wiki stays up very late or early.
Wow.
I guess it's late.
Yeah. So Jim Hayward's asking.
If she has a question, we'd love to hear from her to honor her for hanging out with us.
Ask us a question, Wiki. Jim Hayward's question wants to know how he finds out about the heart wall. I don't know if he means his heart wall or a session or just what, but you can do that one, Michael.
Well, why don't I explain what the heart wall is? With the emotion code, I'm just checking for my chart, and I don't have it in front of me. With the emotion code, there's a possible 60 trapped emotions. Yeah. And the heart wall is these trapped emotions, they're negative trapped emotions that are protecting your heart. They're actually gathered around your heart. And all of the trapped emotions, just hang on. Here it is right here. Now, see, Dana, can you see the first row?
Yes.
This first row of trapped emotions are gathered where?
In the heart.
Around the heart.
Yeah.
So in many cases, these are the emotions that are around your heart, and they are stopping you from sending and receiving love. That's why I call it a heart wall. It's a wall around your heart. And the practitioner, using muscle testing and being your proxy, would identify the trapped emotions. And in many cases, these trapped emotions are caused by previous relationships. And we would say, you got this trapped emotion when you were 21. And it's so funny because when you work with a client, they'll say, oh, I remember that one. So it's when something negative happened or something traumatic happened in that relationship that you said, that's it, I'm protecting my heart now. And I'll read what some of them are, like the abandonment. Well, that's definitely that's a heart-related emotion. Betrayal, love unreceived, insecurity, effort unreceived, heartache, vulnerability, and they gather around people's hearts. Now, I love doing heart walls with people, and they get results. And the results they get is they feel different about themselves, they're lighter on themselves, they love themselves more, people flirt with them a little bit more. People that had a lot of challenges with connecting with people, relating to people. And it's not just boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives, it is clients and customers. Everything changes because you don't have this protective wall up around it. And a heart wall session can be done in 30 minutes. So, in under 30 minutes, but you can book a 30-minute appointment, definitely have that. The other one that I like to do with the heart wall is for creative insecurity. Now, creative insecurity is for when you're insecure about being creative, and that means you're a writer, you got writer's block or you got artist block, but it also has a lot to do with just being creative in your business, figuring stuff out or coming up with good marketing ideas or just, playing games with the kids or just blocks and thinking, oh, I can't think of anything. Well, that's creative insecurity. So I like to do them together, creative insecurity and the heart wall. And I also have a lot of people that have had chest pains that when I do the heart wall, because remember, trapped emotions the size of a baseball, and sometimes there's 20 of them, they're all stacked up around your organ, right? So when you get released, it's like people say, oh, I feel lighter. Well, that's true because the lightness is a result of getting rid of the heavy trapped emotions. So thank you for that question on the heart wall. Okay, I see a couple more people joining. I'm just going to refresh my screen here, see who's saying hello. We are live here every Friday. Dana, why don't you tell us what's happening next week, please? Oh, I think you're on mute. You are on mute. Yeah.
That's why you weren't hearing the questions. I was giving you. I'll come back to next week. I'm going to come back to the questions. There's a couple here. Helena Jenikin says she's interested in creating a vibrational business plan. How can she learn how to do that? And then there's also a question from Sylvia Bellini about resistance.
Okay. I've done a video. It's called the Vibrational Business Plan. I'm going to ask Delilah to put it in the chat. No, you might want to take advantage of it because in the new year, I'm going to charge $19.97 for it. Right now, it's free. It's a 30-minute video or a 1-hour video. And I think, Dana, you were on it. We did it last year on New Year's Day.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's a vibrational business plan. It's not a tradition. It's not the business plan you can take to the bank because it's not facts and figures. It is how to plan your business the vibrational way, how to set the intention, how to put the energy in motion for what you're currently happening and your big ideas. If you did a traditional business plan, you can't put your big ideas on there because they're going to say, well, how's that going to happen? You say, I don't know, it's just a big idea. And they say, well, you can't keep it on there. The vibrational business plan, you put the big idea. And by putting the big idea on your vibrational business plan, now it helps you set the energy in motion. So, Helena, definitely check that out and look for the link inside the chat here. And if Delilah's watching, I'll do that for us.
Yeah, and I'll put a link to mine. I've done a few with some of the other panel members that we've had on the show. Mine's under Empowered Women in Business /blog and Vibrational Business Plan. I'll put that link up as well. But I'm looking at my vibrational business plan right now. In fact, I've got 2 more. I just looked at it, 2 more ideas that I'm going to stick on it. One is 10 new speaking engagements in 2018, and one is the Motion Code Divas podcast show. So these ideas are going to go up over there, and I will soon be moving them up. They're my room for more, but then what I'm giving my attention to, and then what I know for sure, that's where they're going.
Putting them on that sticky is the first place. Having the idea sets the energy in motion. And then writing it down and looking at it gives it attention. Even my certification in Las Vegas, that was on my vibrational business plan. I gave it attention, and now it's manifesting. So you said Sylvia Bellini had a question?
Yeah, she's had this question before about resistance. When you come up with resistance with somebody, how can you change that quickly?
So resistance would mean they are bucking your current. In other words, they're not agreeing with you or they don't like what you're doing. That it could, I'd have to interview her more to find out what she means by that. But it could be that you're not presenting the information in the way they need to have it. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do, there's 4 ways that people like to receive information. So if you're getting resistance, meaning people are bucking your information, there's 4 ways. Some people like to hear it, some people like to see it, some people like to do it, some people like to think about it. So if you're delivering information and people are resisting it, then try another way. Thinking, okay, I got to stop showing them on a piece of paper. They don't need this. Maybe they just need to hear it. Maybe they need to do it. So hopefully that was enough information to give you some guidance there.
Yeah. And June Savage has a question, Michael.
Okay.
She says, I'm retired. Is there any way to vibrationally affect my retirement savings positively?
Well, a couple things. You could do creative insecurity, right? In other words, you're insecure about how you can do that, how you can manage that creatively. And if you're having doubt about managing it, then you're setting the vibration about not managing it. So probably a reset in there. In my book, I have the clarity through contrast. You could get clear about what you would like with your retirement money.
Exactly. What do you want to do with it?
If you're worrying about not spending it right or not investing it right, then you're sending that vibration. So it's all affected what you're feeling about that. So you might want to reset your vibe. Matter of fact, go watch that first class. I'm new to law of attraction. I know that you're not new, but it's also teaching you how to reset your vibes. So this will teach you how to reset your vibes about what you're saying about your retirement savings. Okay, we're going to spend 5 more minutes, and then we're going to sign off.
You got hello from Maureen Ryder Valero.
Oh, Maureen's with us. Hey, Maureen.
Yeah. Possibly, Michael, since we're getting so close to Christmas, people might be out shopping this morning or, getting things ready, doing last minute baking, whatever. Christmas cake.
Well, I went and got my groceries this morning at 5:30 this morning. There's a 24-hour grocery store in my neighborhood. And there's a few people there, and I thought, well, you know what? This is the last time I'm leaving my house till about Monday. And I bought a chicken, so I'm having chicken for Christmas dinner. So I'm not even leaving my house. No, I have zero reason to leave.
Well, I hope you take some time off, Michael. You're busy working.
Well, you know what? That's where my joy is from. It's all fun. Last week I filmed 28 videos. That was fun. I rewrote manuals and I just got a lot going on.
Yeah, getting set for the new year. That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm
on the cover of the Law of Attraction magazine in February. So that's co-launching with my certification training live in Las Vegas, May 16 and 17. It's a 2-day training. Here's my promise to you. You will leave that weekend with all the tools and techniques that you need to have to deliver an introductory free presentation on the Law of Attraction. And you'll teach people about why they're attracting negative things with the words don't, not, and no, and teach them how to reset. You'll actually practice during those 2 days how to do, so it's not just a brain dump. We're going to put you into groups. You are going to practice how to do that. Then after that, you're going to learn how to hold a full day seminar or a 3-hour seminar, how to teach the 3-step formula, how to teach the worksheets on that. And then when you leave Las Vegas, I put you on the online community and I continue to support you. We have many other programs that you'll be given to support your learning. And matter of fact, if you're planning to come on May 16th, 17th, the week after, I want you to already plan where you're going to give your free presentation. Is it in your living room? Is it with your networking group? Is it with your girlfriends and boyfriends? Is it with your friends? When you book to come May 16 and 17, go to your calendar and say, because you need to do 3 free presentations. That's part of the certification. Book them right away because you're going to be ready to deliver an in-person presentation when you leave Las Vegas. I'm that good.
Yes, you are, Michael.
It's not about me, but I'm that good that you're going to learn how to do it when you leave. And your first one, you know what? You'll be a little bit rusty and rough. But I know this, your first one will be as good as my 50th one because I had to do it on my own. I had to develop all the processes, everything. And I was doing it in networking groups and Starbucks coffee shops and clubhouses and legions and basements. I did it everywhere. So your first one will be as good as my 50th one. And I'm good. So you're going to be good too. Okay, Dana, let's take one more peek and see who else needs a
okay,
question.
No questions, just people saying hi. Charity West says hi. Rhonda Nightboyle is just confirming that you are that good, Michael. And she said her first one was fantastic. Shout out from Jewel Neve, just saying hi to us.
Hey, Jewel. Hey, Rhonda.
I just had a question, but sorry, it just skipped. Let me see if I can get it back.
So Angela Sue is saying, hi from Georgia. Did you happen to see my question about pregnancy and energy work? I didn't. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Maybe you didn't press. Yeah. Charity West is saying awesome. Hey, I helped Charity West on the Bro Show with Halloween candy. Kelly Carson's saying good morning. I bet you she's at work today. Normally she's more active, but she's working. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Charity, nice to have you with us. Victoria Marie Gallagher. She's a recently certified Law of Attraction facilitator. Here's her question. Can you clarify the part about relationships in the radio dial? The distance between my vibration and the relationship's vibration is equal to the resistance of a meaning. Resistance where? Okay, I want to see if I can find my radio
That's a good
dial
question.
without making lots of noise. Okay, I found it. And cue the red arrow.
Oh, Michael and his red arrow.
So in the facilitator training, we talk about law of attraction and relationships, and we use this as an example. So Dan, I know you can see this, okay?
Yep.
What are the stations between 0 and 50? What kind of stations are they?
They're negative talk radio, so all negative vibes going on there.
That's right, and all the stations between 50 and 100 are?
This is where we're positive.
That's right. So sometimes we say, wow, am I ever feeling pretty good? So in relationship to the dial, we would say, wow, your vibes are on 90 or 95. And we can tell when our vibes are on 90 and 95 by how we
feel. We feel good.
Yeah, this is like a feeling meter, which is because feelings are vibes. Vibes are feelings. So, you're sitting around your house, your vibes are high, you're on 90 and 95, boy. And, when you're on 90 and 95, things come fast. But then your phone rings, and it's your friend, and your friend's on 30. Well, already, Dana, how can you tell that your friend's on a lower dial? You can tell by how you
feel, like you're groaning, like, do I answer that phone call or not?
Even before you answer the phone, you're thinking, oh,
yeah, already you bring me
down. But they don't actually bring you down. You know what we do? We lower our dial to match theirs. So this is going to answer Victoria's question. So Victoria, we're here. We got a high vibe. Your friend's on 30. Is there distance between the 30 and the 95, Dana? Is there distance?
Absolutely, and that's the resistance.
That's right. And resistance is a negative vibration or negativity. So the distance between your vibration and someone else's vibration is equal to the amount of resistance you feel when you're with them. Because sometimes, you meet somebody and you're on the same dial. So, oh my God, you're my new best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. And you get excited and you celebrate and you're thinking, wow, did we ever click? I really, really like them. And what you really
vibrational match.
We were on a match. We were on the same dial. And then sometimes you meet somebody and they're lower than you. We're not judging. We're just saying they're lower than you. You're thinking, you know what? They just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not really into them. Well, what's their name? I don't know. You don't need to know their name. Your vibrational meter reader will tell you so. So this is your indicator of how you're feeling. So Victoria, the distance between your vibration and somebody else's vibration is equal to the amount of resistance you feel. So you and I, we don't have resistance. Why? Because we're on the same dial. But when you're teaching this in the seminar, you would make the point that somebody at a lower dial. Now, what we teach people is not to lower their dial to meet theirs, is make them raise their dial to meet yours. Because these people, Dana, what are they talking about, the negative people?
Most everything that's going wrong in their life.
Yeah, all the don't nots and no's. Yeah. They're worrying, they're complaining. So, and to get somebody to raise their dial to meet yours, when they're complaining, you say, so what do you want?
Yeah, what do you
like
want?
Instead?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that? What do you want? Now, you'll drive them crazy. Two things will happen. They'll frig off out of your life, or they'll change the way they talk to you.
Yeah. Somebody
write this down. Victoria, people will treat me the way I allow them to. So you need to train these people how to treat you. Do you think anybody calls me down to complain?
Oh, Michael, that's not here.
I'm sorry. I think we had a bad connection. I'm sorry. I've got a bad connection.
Click.
So I've trained, and you know what? When I don't hear from right now, I haven't heard from a buddy of mine probably about 4 weeks. I know why.
Yeah.
It's he's stuck right here, and he knows that he has to raise his dial. Thinking, oh, you're not a very good friend. Yes, I am, because I've trained him. Now, I will reset him when he calls, but he won't call right now. because he's calling other people. He's only calling people in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's calling all the 30s, and they're loving it. They're all a match.
Yeah. And I had that experience too, Michael, where a good friend, we got together, and every time I just felt like she was just dumping and it was negative. So I just had to stop her, and I said, I love getting together with you, and I'm okay with hearing some things that are not going well in your life briefly, but then we've got to change the conversation. And it took a while, but she did it. And she'll say, oh, I know I can't say anything negative to you. I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's like, let's do it briefly, but then tell me what you want or what's your solution.
Yeah. Well,
right?
I admire that because you have to have the boundary.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
you know what it takes to have boundaries? Courage.
Courage, yeah.
Yeah, it takes courage to tell people what your boundaries are. But if you don't do it, then you'll be cheating yourself out. And our only job is to mind our only vibration. Welcome to the house. Misty Brigham Anderson is here with us today. She wrote, people will treat you the way you allow them to. So Misty Anderson, write this. It takes courage to maintain and set boundaries. It does. You have to say, I'm going to take, this is going to be courageous. But, I remember one of my friends would come to my house. He'd be on his phone the whole time. I had to put a sign on my door that says no cell phones. And now he doesn't visit anymore. That's okay. I'd rather him not visit than visit, tick me off the whole time that he's here.
Yeah, because you're out of integrity.
Yeah, it took courage to have the boundary. And Charity West, my dial must be under 50. Well, Charity, I want you to download the HangoutWithMichael.com, the class that says I'm new to Law of Attraction, and it's how to reset your vibes. That's my Christmas gift to you. Again, we're saying good morning to Jewel.
Yeah, Victoria has a comment, Michael. She just says it can be difficult to do it consistently when you have a spouse who's unhappy with his work. I just allow a short space for it so he knows so what do you want is coming. But we're shortening the amount of time he's allowed to moan and groan. So congratulations, Victoria. That's awesome.
Yeah, if he knows that it's coming, you're going to train him how to treat you. Victoria, that's for you. Write this down. I need to train people how to treat me. And your spouse is no exception because your only job, Misty, write this down. My only job is to mind my vibration.
Yeah.
I'm keeping them busy today, aren't I, Dana?
You are, Michael. So I'm going to tell people about...
People will treat me the way I want them to treat me.
Yeah, the way you allow them. Should I tell them about next week's show?
Yeah, Kelly Carson, keep a steady high vibe.
Okay.
Rhonda Knight Boyle, hashtag courage, hashtag mind your vibe, hashtag mind your mind, hashtag set boundaries. I think she's the queen of hashtags now. Kelly Carson, hashtag frig off.
Okay, episode 221, next week.
Okay.
This is a really good show because Michael and I get asked this question all the time. So the topic is why goal setting may not help you reach your goals. So that's a really good topic.
And that'll surprise people, because everyone's into goal setting. Well, if, my book, Law of Attraction, is pretty comprehensive. There's nothing in there about goal setting. And next week, we're going to explain why goal setting might not be helping you at all. And more importantly, me, we're going to tell you what to do.
We got the solution.
We're going to tell you what to do instead of goal setting. June Savage can so relate to the dial. Good stuff. Jean Peterson, thank you for these wonderful free gifts. I'm going to listen to these again today. Good stuff. And like always, Dana and I will go through the comments today throughout the day. If you have a question for either one of us. Oh, here's Angela. Here's a question. Is it okay to do energy work while pregnant? Anything to avoid or look out for? I don't want to be responsible for answering that question.
Yeah.
But, when it depends on what kind of energy work. When you're using the emotion code, you use a magnet, so that'll prevent you from absorbing other people's stuff. There's something else that Dr. Nelson teaches in the certification. I think it's okay if I say it. He suggests that people do what's called shields up, almost like a shield, like a condom, if I can say that respectfully, like a covering, right? So with your hands, you say shields up, and that would be a protective covering for you so you don't absorb. But that is a question that you should do some research online, Angela, just to make sure. But
Yeah, I think there's a Facebook group. Is it the Healer's Library, Michael, that Dr. Nelson
it's
is?
called The Emotion Code Heals the World. Yeah.
Yeah. You could put that question there and you'll get an answer for it.
Yeah. Helena's saying, hey, great topic for next week, why goal setting may not be helping you. And Kelly Carson, I have ended acquaintances because of that. Oh, she must be talking about the heart.
Yep.
Rhonda Knight Boyle, people will treat me the way I allow them to. Change the conversation. That's right, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Well, we have an active group. Everybody woke up in the second half hour. We love that. So just a reminder, January 1st, it's coming up in, how many days is that? We are doing the
It's on a Monday, Michael.
Next Monday.
A week Monday. Yeah, people are used to Friday, but this one is a special.
That's right. It's a special on a Monday. So we'll be doing Hangout with Michael on Friday, the Bro Show on Saturday, and Monday we're giving away $1,295 in prizes and gifts. And it's about teaching you. We're going to have a panel. We're each going to give tips about how you can become more abundant. And it has nothing to do with playing the lottery. It has everything to do with what's in your head. Dana, let people know how they can connect with you, please. And we're starting to wrap up today.
Okay, Michael. Yeah, you can go to my website, empoweredwomeninbusiness.com, or you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/empoweredwomeninbiz.
Okay.
And I will put some posts up as well with some links to a few things that people were asking questions about.
Okay, I'm just reading some more fun comments out there. I'm going to do that throughout the day today. If you heard something today that inspired you and I looked at you and you think, oh, you know what, my friend Betty needs to hear about this, well, go ahead and share this today. Let us know what you thought. I'm going to be continuing to read the comments from today. Be sure to download the 2 free classes that I have. They're valuable, 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 and feel free to share them with other people. How to reset your vibes, and the other one is, I've been using law of attraction, but it just ain't working. Well, because you haven't watched the video yet. So Dana, thanks for co-hosting and hanging out with me today. We miss our buddy John. We will see him next week when we do the goal setting. And tomorrow on the Bro Show, we are going to help 2 live people that have chronic pain, neck pain, back pain, hip pain, any kind of pain. Yeah, through the emotion code. Yeah, you don't even have to be on the panel. You just need to be choosing to watch live. Be early. Be on time, and let us know that you need some help. So crawl to the TV or crawl to your computer if you have to. Because we're going to help you tomorrow. So Dana, let's say goodbye to our friends and
bye, everybody.